Once again, welcome back to this program. In today's segment, we are going to start a new series and we'll be talking to Gyani Swaran Singh Ji, who is a well-known personality of the community. Anand Karaj, has it become a mere ceremony? What do we have to learn from it? And especially this program is catered to the youngsters, and I'll request all the parents especially to ask their children to listen to this program properly, because today what we're going to talk about is going to be relevant for the rest of their life. Let's welcome Paisa Pai Swaran Singh Ji and learn from him about the concept of Anand Karaj. Ji Anuji Paisa, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh Ji. So today we would like to embark upon this journey of Anand Karaj. What is the basic concept? Because Anand Karaj is one of the most important events in any Sikh's life. But today what we find, it is just becoming a mere ceremony, whereas we go to the Gurudwara, get the 4 lamas done and then it's finished. We don't understand what is the relevance of it. So you have also written a book on this particular topic, and I would request that if you can embark on this journey and let us know that why is it important to understand the basic concept of Anand Karaj.
First of all, I will let you know, for last about 15 years, I had a question in my mind that mostly the ceremonies which are done in the Gurdwara are not according to our Rahat Marjada. And also sometimes it's a mess. And also when I was invited by the UBC students in UBC long time ago, and they played a drama. In that drama, the son asked the question to his mother, "Oh my mother, were you married? Did you have an Anand Karaj?" And she said yes. And then he asked another question. At that time, at the Lama or at the Prakarma, at the Anand Karaj, did the Gyani read the Lama part? And she said yes. And then again he asked, "Do you remember anything out of those Lama?" Whatever he read, and did anybody just give you the translation or explanation? And do you remember anything? She said, "I don't remember anything at all."
Right.
Then they asked the same question to his father, and father also gave the same answer. Then they made a fun at that time that we do the marriage ceremonies, but we do not understand what it was said at that time. And also he said that, "I am so sorry that we are not given the instructions or the advice or the guidance in the life, which is very important after the teenage, when we get adult. Then we are not told anything about the secrets of the life, of the marriage life."
Right.
And according to our Gurbani, even we have made an idea that there's nothing in Gurbani to advise for the children for their marriage life.
Right.
So at that time, the people were just laughing. But I was very serious at that time that they had put this question upon us.
Right.
And even in the Gurdwaras, when I saw that when the bride and grooms, they sit in front of Guru Granth Sahib, at that time Gandhi Ji has had only 5 minutes or 3 minutes, and what he says generally, he says that the children are educated mostly, and they are very, very wise people, and they do not need anything, any advice to be given to them, because they understand everything. And I believe that Gyani Ji does not know how to explain the Anand Karaj, but he wants to cover up his own weaknesses. And that's why he uses these words. If they are more they have more wisdom,
right,
and they know everything, then they do not need to go to the Gurdwara.
Absolutely.
They can have the marriage ceremony somewhere else or in the court.
And apart from that, as you very rightly said, if the children know about this, then the problems what we are finding today, that after marriage, breakups and all these things will not happen, because as Guru Sahib, which you're going to explain in the future episodes, that Guru Sahib is emphasizing upon a way of life, and this ceremony which we have around Guru Granth Sahib is not mere ceremony. It is wisdom for whole of life.
That's right, because our elders who actually introduced this, which we call Rahat Marjada,
Ji.
and in which they mentioned about the ceremony or the Marjada about Anand Karaj, it's very interesting.
Right.
And nobody wants to read that out, and even nobody wants to explain out of this, because it's mentioned that the Gyani ji should explain the ideology and the concept of Lama before they get married.
Right.
But everything is in a hurry at that time. So then I started to think about that, how I can explain in a simple way
Right.
about the concept of the Lama or the Anand Karaj.
Ji.
So then I discussed this issue with many preachers from India and from here too, but I could not get any satisfactory answer.
Right.
And but later on, Guru Ram Das ji, he introduced these 4 steps of life,
Ji.
and which are very important. Each step explain the secret of your life. If we follow that ideology,
Right.
we will be 100% successful in our life.
Absolutely, that's very true, and that's a great initiative what you have taken, and you have come today and you're going to explain us, because that is what is required. Our youngsters, it is not their fault. We have not told them that what is the importance of these 4 lamas what you are going to have, and I hope that from this program they will learn, and it will be a great wisdom for them for the rest of their life. So as you said, Guru Ram Das ji has written these 4 lamas. So basically, in general, when we talk about what is Guru Sahib trying to tell us? Because as I said that this is the most important ceremony in any Sikh's life, because he is going to start a new life with another partner. And it is not just another body, it's going to be a different whole perspective in life is going to change. Because whereas he was single, now he's going to be married, and then later on he's going to have children. So the family is going to start. So the foundation has to be strong. So what is Guru Sahib telling us about that?
Because actually, if we look into this system, our people, they think that marriage is a fun, and that's why they do more fun than they make the children serious about this issue. In Judaism, when the couple is going to be married, they are given a test, and if they pass in that test, they are eligible to be married.
Okay.
Otherwise, they had to go back and prepare himself to have the knowledge from the Bible,
Right.
that they know everything about the marriage life. And we do not tell anything about the family life to the children before they get married.
Right.
We are not preparing our son to become a qualified husband. We do not prepare even our daughter to become a qualified wife.
Right.
We are thinking that, oh, it is only fun just to have a party, have the pangada, and there will be happiness in your life. But nobody tells that it is not as easy as we think.
Right.
Because it is not bed of roses, but it is the bunch of responsibilities. And what kind of responsibilities are? They are mentioned in the hymns of Guru Ram Das ji.
Right.
And we have to explain one by one to the children. So therefore, I think that before the Lama starts,
Ji.
we have to explain them, and even Gurdwara's management must give them instructions what the marriage is.
So basically some time should be reserved, what you are saying, to explain what is going to happen now.
Yes.
And because as you very rightly said that it is mostly that this event is just considered to be that finish it off and completed.
That's right.
And if some time is given in the beginning, then I think then definitely it will have an impact, because if we go back 20, 30 years back or 40 years back, we find that there used to be a sermon by the priest or some elderly from the house who used to explain that boy and girl, now you're going to get married, your responsibilities, what they are going to be. There used to be a special talk to the girl and especially to the boy also. And that is also one reason whereby we found that marriages lasted longer.
That's
but
right.
today what we are finding is, as you very much be in the community and go and many a times you give this kind of speeches to the youngsters also.
Right.
You find that today after a few months we hear news that the couple has divorced, they have separated, because they were not able to understand the basic concept what it was.
That's right. They think that it's a physical relationship. But physical relationship, or I can use the word, the sexual relationship,
Right.
without the knowledge, you are just playing with that body, and this body or the mind or the human being has to be understood before you start your lifestyle.
Right.
So therefore, in religion, in the spiritual life, we must understand what are the values of the spiritual life,
Right.
and why do we need spirituality in our family life also.
Right.
You know that in Western society, 58% divorce rate is there, right? And we are also making progress towards divorce. 28% we have reached.
Right.
So therefore, we have more complications than before 30 or 50 years ago.
Right.
At that time, Harpreet Singh ji, when somebody was going to be married, the mediator or the matchmaker, they were always asking whether the girl is Amritari.
Right.
If she is not, she must get Amrit before she gets married. And also the same question was asked from the boy.
Right.
And even at that time, when they were asking how much education your girl has, the main education at that time was that she could read Panj Baniyan. She could read Panj Granthi.
Right.
She could read Das Granthi. She could read Guru Granth Sahib. She verbally knows the Sukhmani Sahib also.
Right. So basically, that spiritual aspect was touched, and that was also a foundation whereby further the relationship was developed.
That's right.
We'd like to talk a little bit more in details after this break as you have said, that this is the foundation, and Guru Sahib is giving a way of life to the youngsters who are going to enter into a new phase of life. We will learn more about this after this break. Once again, welcome back to the program. Gyani Swaran Singh ji is telling us the importance of Anand Karaj. Let's learn more about it, what Guru Sahib tells us and what we need to learn, and especially how the youngsters should learn all this so that they can become better husbands and better wives. Let's learn more from Gyani Swaran Singh ji. Ji Bhai Sahib.
And see, we were just talking about how the children should choose their partner. That's also very important.
Right.
Because you know we have been blamed by the Western society that we have always arranged marriages.
Ji.
That one question I have to clear that. We do not have any arranged marriages. We have proposed marriages.
Right.
And our parents, they were helping us in the past time. They were choosing our partners according to our qualification, according to our ideology, according to my wishes also. And whenever they find any partner, girl or boy, they were always choosing mostly suitable partner
Right.
For each other.
That's right.
Because no parents want to destroy the life of their children.
Right.
They were always, because they had better experience. They know what kind of girl will be suitable for me. And on the girl side, they know what kind of husband they need for their own daughter.
Right.
And mostly why they are wise? Because they had better experience of their life. So, especially the family life. So, at that time, we did not have any problem. But nowadays, in the materialistic life, in the present day, or the Western culture, when it came into our community also, our way of thinking was totally changed.
Ji.
We need more freedom. But remember one word, which is very important for the youth. More freedom, more problems. More discipline, more happiness.
Right.
And it is a fact.
Right.
Today, the young people, they believe in a dating system. And last time, you remember, we talked about that. The dating system is totally failure.
Right.
7% of those dating systems who get married, they are only successful. 7%.
Right.
But 93%, they are failure. And even they have more abuse, physical abuse,
Right.
or after the marriage, they have also the more mental abuses also.
Right. And this research was done by leading American universities.
That's right.
Right.
So that means our children, Punjabi children or Indian children, they have also totally been involved in the Western style that dating system.
Ji.
In the dating system, our parents are very upset because the children, they are not ready to make the decision that, oh, now I have made the decision, I choose her and choose him as my partner, because they do not trust each other even after 3 years. Because they are thinking, still I have the doubt. The question is, the relationship starts with the trust.
No doubt.
If there is no trust, there is no relationship.
Right.
So, therefore, when they are going to decide,
Ji.
that is also bothering the whole community now. And one thing is very important. Today's research says that if a boy, before he gets married, if he sees the naked body of a woman before he gets married, that boy will never be successful in his marriage life. Because the body, when a child sees, will always compare the body of his wife with that body which he saw.
Right.
So he won't be satisfied with his wife. Therefore, today mostly the children, youth, they experience all these things before they get married.
Right.
So after that, when they make the decision, they decide on which basis? Nobody knows. So they always say the parents should not interfere in our life because it's our personal life.
Ji.
The parents become quiet, sometimes very upset too. Harpreet Singh ji, parents gave the birth to the child.
Ji.
They raised him or her. They educated them. They gave them wisdom, whatever they could. But after 25 years, they say they do not have respect for the parents.
Ji.
They even become thankless.
Right.
So that means they are totally blind. So we have to say that I know that if you find your partner to be married, at least you must consult with your parents whether my partner is
suitable or not.
Suitable or not.
Right.
Sometimes the parents have more ability to make the judgment
Ji.
rather than yourself. So therefore, I recommend that the children of the Sikh community, if they believe in Vaheguru 100%, then they must start to search for their partners with the help of God's power.
Right.
So therefore, I recommend that the children, to find out their partner, they must first of all believe in God and His power. Because Gurbani says, Kita loriye kam suhar pe akhiye, karj re sabar satguru sat sakhiye. If your partner is good, your life is good.
Right.
If your partner is not good, your life won't be good.
Ji.
Bhagat Tanne ne ek gal aakhi. He said that I need roti, I need food, I need vegetable, I need milk, I need
a
this
good wife
and that.
also.
But at the end he says,
Right.
Oh God, if you are going to bless me with a wife, she must be the good wife.
Right.
Otherwise, I can live without wife. That means your partner must be good and your choice should be the right choice.
Right.
And to find out the right choice, there are two factors. One is to believe in God.
Ji.
The second is you must consult your parents also. And every marriage is arranged marriages. There is no marriage which does not have any arrangement.
That's right. That has to
You
be.
arrange yourself.
Right.
Boys arrange them. And sometimes parents also arrange them.
Ji.
After every marriage is arranged marriages.
Ji.
So therefore, don't say that arranged marriage, the word is so bad. No, every marriage is arranged marriage. So how to arrange?
Ji.
Another question is, are you enough wise to find out the partners?
Right.
Then he will say, yes, I know everything. And sometimes when the parents say that girl is not good, that boy is not good, they don't agree with their parents. Rather than they become mad with the parents. And some children, they use the word, "Oh, my mother, I think there is something wrong in your brain. It's better you should go to the hospital and get yourself checked." Because he said, "I'm not baby now. I am 22 years old. I know everything. I understand."
Right.
Which is totally wrong. So therefore, to find out a partner, so first of all, there are two ways. One is your own selection, and the second is God's selection. Which one you prefer? But mostly our majority of the children will say, my own selection.
Right.
They believe my selection is perfect. But remember, Harpreet Singh ji, I know you, who you are, but I cannot make the judgment of you, even if I stay with you for 10 years or 15 years.
Right.
Even your wife and husband, no one can judge each other what kind of nature you have, because God has created each creature as a unique.
Absolutely.
And nobody knows what is inside.
Right.
So to make judgment before you get married is not a perfect judgment.
Right.
And nobody is perfect in this world. Don't think that when I choose a partner, he or she will be perfect. No, they will never be perfect, because nobody is perfect in this world.
Absolutely. And what you're saying is, don't just be excited by the outward appearances.
That's right.
Spend some time, because your parents have the wisdom, they have knowledge, and they have spent their life.
That's right.
And that is a reflection in the home. You can see the reflection, how they have lived together, how they have spent their life.
That's
so
right.
Definitely none of the parents want anything bad for their children. So definitely they'll guide you in the right perspective only. But unfortunately, what happens is, at that time, your mind gets blocked and you think that you are the only one who knows everything.
That's right.
And as you very rightly said, is it your selection or God's selection? And that's what we're going to discuss in the future episodes. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you very much for your time. And next week, we'll talk about what Guru Sahib is telling us. And as you have laid the foundation, this is a very important topic, and I would request all our viewers also that if they have any questions, to please send us the questions so that you can answer those. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. So ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ। ਦਿਸ ਨਿਊ ਸੀਰੀਜ਼ ਵਿਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਸਟਾਰਟਡ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਮੁੱਖ ਮਕਸਦ ਇਹੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਮ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣਨ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਜੀ, ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆ ਕੇ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਜੀ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਈ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਦੈਟਸ ਵਾਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਜੋੜੋ, ਅਤੇ ਅਗਲੇ 4 ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਹੱਤਤਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਸਵਾਲ ਹੋਣ ਤਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੇ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਸਵਰਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਲੈਣਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਫਿਰ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਤਦ ਤੱਕ ਗੁੱਡ ਬਾਏ।